Shalom. I want to start out by giving all glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Mukak Wadash. All glory and honor be unto the Heavenly Father, whose name is Yahweh, through his only begotten Son, our Lord and our Savior, whose name is Yahweh Shai. And double honors to the apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. Citations to the elect scattered abroad, the four corners of the earth. My name is Wes, formerly known as Yahweh, reigns forever. And as you can see, because I'm gonna name this the name of this lesson is They Want the Men of the Lord Off the Street. We recently covered Canada, creating a bill and passing a bill for anybody that's preaching the Bible or even speaking it to be charged with hate speech and persecuted. And I believe it was you get life in prison, man, and it was like a $70,000 fine. I actually have a video from the brother. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and make sure I don't butcher his name. Azan Amath. The brother posted the video 11 minutes ago, and I watched it. So, the opening clip that he used, I actually screen recorded, to use in this lesson. So I'm gonna play that, and then we're gonna jump into the lesson. But I want to play that clip first. So let me go ahead and play this real quick.
We're in real trouble as a nation. We're in real trouble, and you guys are following. Actually, you're leading, I think, because you guys have just introduced a bill yesterday that is bone chilling.
Let me tell you what's going on in Canada, because as I always say, what happens in Canada today may happen in the U.S. 5 years from now. It's like we're a bad time machine to see your future. This week, Justin Trudeau introduced a new bill called Bill C-63. It's got a lot of things in it that are atrocious. He's created a new hate crime bill, life in prison, new hate crime law. There's nothing that gets you life in prison in Canada, not even murder, but hate speech now does. He's created a pre-crime for hate. If you have, quote, fear of hate, that's the title of the section of the law, you can get a judge to issue a kind of restraining order against your enemy before he does anything, before he says anything. And that restraining order can include house arrest, giving up any lawful firearms, limiting who he can talk to directly or indirectly, limiting the places he can go, and requiring him to take urine and blood tests. Just because you are, quote, afraid he might in the future say some hate speech. He doesn't have to have done anything in the past. This is a pre-crime, like in that science fiction movie, Minority Report. That's in this bill. Let me tell you other things in this bill. Trump is being prosecuted by high-profile prosecutors. Trudeau has one-upped that. Trudeau has now said that anyone in Canada, even non-citizens, can file hate speech complaints against anyone. And if they're successful, they get $20,000 from the target, and the target has to pay a fine of up to $50,000. So let me just say this more clearly. If there's anyone on social media, because this is a social media law Trudeau's introduced, if there's anyone who has a YouTube video, a tweet, a Facebook comment that you think creates hate, you can go to the Canadian Human Rights Tribunal and complain about it. You don't have to hire a lawyer. You don't have to spend any money. The government will have the hearing, and if your complaint is upheld, you get $20,000 from the victim. 20 goes to the complainant, and an additional 50 goes to the government. So you're on the hook for $70,000 a pop. Oh, and by the way, this applies to all of your historical work that's online. So as long as it's still online and you control it,
oh my God,
they can go back through your history, 5 years, 10 years, and why wouldn't they complain about literally every tweet you make, literally every YouTube video? There's no cost, there's no downside, and even if only 5% of your complaints get through to the target, you're smacking them with $20,000 for yourself and a $50,000 fine. This will create a huge industry. So Trudeau saw what they were doing to Trump and said, I can do one better. I'm not going to have a few sniper shots. I'm going to have a shotgun blast. I'm going to have hundreds of complaints swarming my enemies, and I don't even have to do it. I will mobilize a woke army But there's one more thing, and people can't believe it when I tell it to them, but it's right there in the law in black and white. You can make a complaint in secret, and the target of your complaint never gets to know your identity. You can give evidence in secret. The complaint can be made in secret. So you could have a company, a political party, a busybody who's literally filing 100 a day, and you'll never know it. And let me just be clear about one thing. You don't have to be a victim. You don't have to have any standing. You don't have to be mentioned at all. You can just do this as a hobby, as an obsession, as a job, as a political vengeance. Maybe you're a disgruntled ex-employee. This is all in Bill C-63, and you take it all together, this is the most draconian anti-free speech bill anywhere in the world.
Shalom, shalom.
You hear that? I know the video was lengthy, but I want to make sure I get every piece of that information, man. You see that? Can't tell me we're not in them times, man. This whole bill was created to take the man of the Lord off the street, but you also heard what he said. Any post you ever made, any video you ever made, that's considered hate. People could just make complaints about you, and they will come and get them based off their complaint. Even if it's not hate. Because that's what this is all about. They're trying to say that us preaching the truth, us being a man of the Lord, not walking in his truth, walking in his faith, man, just being on the highways and byways, doing the lessons. They call it hate. They call it hate speech. And like I used the example before, we got literal hate groups out here, but they're not prosecuted, so it just proving the point that we are in that time of the famine of the word is on the way, man. We are in that time. This article says government to launch crackdown on hate preachers entering UK. Ministers are looking to make greater use of powers to block people seen as non-conducive to the public good. And what do you mean non-conducive? Let me actually get the meaning for non-conducive. 1 second. Because I'm pretty sure people who don't live the lifestyle that they live, non-conducive, not allowing, what is that? 1 second. Yeah, that's kind of... Okay. 1 second. It say tending to be harmful or injurious, inconducive to the public good. So yeah, it said not conducive, tending to be harmful or injurious, seen as non-conducive to the public good. So let's start this article. It says the government is planning to prevent hate preachers from entering the UK following the Prime Minister's speech, a warning about a rise in extremism. According to reports, that new plans will see identified extremists added to visa warning lists and refuse entry to the UK. It is understood ministers believe they can make greater use of powers to block people from entering the UK if they are seen as non-conducive to the public good. Typically used to prevent people who pose known security concerns from coming to the UK, it is understood the new plans will extend the powers to include those preaching racism. You see that? It said preaching racism, man. So the man that's on the highways and byways, the man that had the lessons out here, because I can't count how many times I've seen brothers' videos get taken down. They comment on the videos getting removed. My videos have gotten removed. But for them to say preaching racism, incitement, or using intimidation or violence to undermine the democratic process. According to the Sunday Telegraph, the Home Office is also known to clamp down on far-left anti-democratic organizations. The moves follow Rishi Sunak's speech in Downing Street, in which he warned that democracy is being targeted by extremists and they were forces here at home trying to tear us apart. Laura Walney, the government's independent advisor on political violence and disruption, who conducted an official review unto French groups, and let me go ahead and get the meaning for fringe, because this is not fringes of wearing fringes. This is not that word for wearing fringes. So let me go ahead and get the actual meaning of this word fringe. Fringe is the border or outer edges of an area or group. And that's what that word fringe means. It's not speaking of it. Like you see, it said fringe groups. That's what that fringe means, not fringes. Told the Telegraph there has been an unholy alliance between far-left groups and Islamist extremists on protest marches. He said there was a gap in the government's understanding of damage the anti-democratic far-left can do. He told the Telegraph, one of the conclusions of my review was to look at and understand the threat from anti-democratic far-left groups alongside that pose Islamists and the far right. For understandable reasons, the focus since 9/11 has been on violent terrorism. But let me get this first script. But as you can see, this will be like the second place that we reported on of them trying to stop preachers from coming into certain cities, certain areas, and teaching the truth. But they say preaching racism, so of course they're gonna say that. This is not designed for anybody else. But as you heard in the video, he said anybody could just, even if they're not a victim, they could just make up some shit and call and say this and say that. And then it said that the person that actually got arrested will have to pay like $50,000 fine, or $20,000 fine, and the government, they get $50,000 out of it, and then it's an extra couple amount that goes towards the person, I believe, or something like that, and it all totals out to $70,000. This is Hebrews chapter 4, verse 12. For the word of Yahweh is quick and powerful, and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even the dividing asunder of soul and spirit, and of the joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart. Neither is there any creature that is not manifest in his sight, but all things are naked and open unto the eyes of him with whom he have to do. You see that? So the truth being pushed out the way that it is, and so many different Israelite brothers and Israelite sisters being awoken throughout the four corners of the earth, man, they hate it. They hate this shit. But they also know that they have a short time. So that's why this devil is trying to move as quick as they can. That's why they're trying to get things rolling, trying to get the ball rolling as quick as they can. It's not going to do them any good in the end, but I guess. Just let them do it, I guess. This is Luke chapter 6, verse 22. Blessed are ye when men shall hate you, and when they shall separate you from their company, and shall reproach you, and cast out your name as evil, for the Son of Man's sake, which is Yahweh Shai. You see that? It said, blessed are ye when men shall hate you. The prophets that's out here pushing this truth on the highways and byways, doing the work of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, we are blessed, man. It said, blessed are ye when men shall hate you. We are blessed, man. Because Yahweh Shah was hated. It said, rejoice ye in that day, and leap for joy, for behold, your reward is great in heaven. For in the like manner did their fathers unto the prophets. But woe unto you that are rich, and ye have received your consolation. Woe unto you that are full, for ye shall hunger. Woe unto you that laugh now, for ye shall mourn and weep. And woe unto you when all men shall speak well of you, for so did their fathers to the false prophets. You see that? So this is not happened by coincidence, man. This is the feminine word that the scriptures speak about. And that time is coming. So Jake doesn't want to hearken unto the truth. They don't want to listen. They don't want to get it together. It's going to be too late for him. It's going to be too late for him because the feminine word is around the corner. This is Matthew chapter 10. Let me see. Do I start at 22? Yeah, I'm going to start at 22. It's saying, ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. This is Yahweh Shah talking. Didn't I just read the last script? Said that blessed are ye blessed are ye when men hate you. I'm paraphrasing. It said, and ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that endureth to the end shall be saved. But when they persecute you in the city, flee ye into another. For verily I say unto you, ye shall not have gone over the cities of Israel till the Son of Man be come. The disciple is not above his master, nor the servant above his Lord. You see that? We are not above Yahushua or Yahweh. We are not above him. It said, it is enough for the disciple that he be as his master, and the servant as his Lord. If they have called the master of the house Beelzebub, how much more shall they come of his household? And I actually want to read this in the NLT. So let me go ahead and get this real quick. I'm opening up a new tab. And I want to read this in the NLT. So I believe this is Matthew chapter 10. In verse 22. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to read it in the NLT and watch what it says. It says, I'm going to start at 24. Students are not greater than their teacher, and slaves are not greater than their master. Students are to be like their teacher, and slaves are to be like their master. And since I, the master of the household, have been called the prince of demons, the members of my household will be called by even worse names. And what are they calling the men of the Lord, the prophets? They're calling them racist. They're saying they preach hate. It's a bunch of different things, man. And it's not just these damn wicked ass devils, man. You even had your own people, the 2/3 doing it. You know? But as you see right there, it says students ought to be like their teacher, and slaves ought to be like their master. And since I, the master of the household, have been called the prince of demons, the members of my household will be called by even worse names. But don't be afraid of those who threaten you. For the time is coming when everything that is covered will be revealed, and all that is secret will be known to all. So we are in that time, man. We are in that time. So when people like to talk and act like they know something and don't know shit, man, they're wasting a grace period entertaining folly, man. Wasting their grace period bullshitting, man. Famine of the Word is right around the corner. MOTB is around the corner. You have the Mark of the Beast around the corner. I just said that, Salakia. You have the CBDC, Salakia. That's what I meant to say. You have the CBDC around the corner, the MOTB. You have Jacob's Trouble around the corner. Prophecies are lining up, man. Prophecies are lining up. Yahweh Bashem Yahshua is finna great to make his return, man. But these people, they want to partake in wickedness. Let me actually start at 27. So this is Luke chapter 13, verse 28. But I'm going to start at 27. But he shall say, I tell you, I know you not whence ye are. Depart from me, all ye workers of iniquity. And this is Yahushua speaking. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth, when ye shall see Abraham and Isaac and Jacob and all the prophets in the kingdom of the Most High, and you yourselves thrust out. You see that? So keep on bullshitting, man. That time is coming. Like the Elder Amor Gabar stated, he said, these people are going to be out here looking for us, and they're going to be able to find us, man. And that's true. They're going to be looking for it. They're going to go on YouTube trying to find videos if they're able to, trying to find lessons, to get answers about what's going on. These people are going to be out here freaking the hell out, man. What's going on? Somebody tell me something. Tell me something. It's going to be too late by then. These people who still want to celebrate these wicked-ass holidays, who still want to partake in wickedness, they don't have no clue what's going on. And if they do have a clue, they don't give a damn. They don't care. Like I stated, my sibling told me missing out on these birthday parties and not celebrating this shit, told me that's not a valid reason. They know what I'm in. They know I'm in this truth. They know what I believe in. And I got told it wasn't a valid reason. You know why? Because it wasn't a valid enough reason to her. She doesn't give a fuck. She doesn't care. And that's because Yahweh Bashem Yahshua has blinded her from this truth. He has blinded her from the truth, man. This is Revelation chapter 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice ye heavens and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time. Did I just say that? That's why they're trying to hurry up and get this ball rolling. I don't need this anymore. That's why they're trying to hurry up and get the ball rolling. Because they know they have a short time, man. They know that Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is finna to make his return. They know this. Let me see, where did I stop at reading? Okay, right here. But they know that the time is up, man. They know that Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is coming to destroy this place. That's why they're trying to hurry up and get shit in place. They're trying to get things lined up, and it's not going to help them in the end. It's not going to help them. Now, they may believe that it will. They may believe that they're going to be able to get whatever they're trying to do out. It's not. It said because the far left has not posed a similar kind of violent threat, there has been less understanding and less focus on the way in which they can harm our society. A Home Office spokesperson said it was considering the report's recommendations extremely careful. Salakia. Excuse me for yawning. I know I'm yawning a lot in these videos. Salakia. Pro-Palestine protesters continued across England and Wales on Saturday following Mr. Sunak's warning that demonstrations and democracy itself were being targeted by extremists. The Palestine Solidarity Campaign signaled out Barclays Bank for its day of action, assembling at nearly 50 locations, including the branch at Tottenham Court Road in central London. And I believe that's where the article stopped, yeah. But as you see, man, as you see, it said government to launch crackdown on hate preachers entering UK. Hate preachers, man. Hate preachers. The very same book they try to use to indoctrinate us. Now that we are waking up to who we truly are, the Israelites that the Bible speak of, the chosen of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, now that very same book we read out of that they try to use to indoctrinate us is now considered hate preachers. We are hate preachers. We're preaching hate. Hate speech. It's crazy because these very same wicked ass people made us hate ourselves, and now that we are waking up to who we are using the scriptures and Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua putting the spirit on the brothers to do the work and do the will of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Now they want to say that we're preaching hate and it's hate speech. You see the wickedness and the hypocrisy, man. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I'm going to read verse 12 again. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil was come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. They know, man. They know time is up. Jake is waking up, man. Jake is waking up all around the world. All around the world, man. All around the world. I'm going to actually read verse 9. I'm going to start at verse 9. Revelation chapter 2, verse 9. I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich, and I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. And I explained this script because most people think this is speaking of Esau, and it's not. It's speaking of them damn wicked ass 2/3 who claim to be real man of the Lord and saying this truth and this and that, and they're not, man. They're phonies, they're fakes, and they're the synagogue of Satan. It said, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. But be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. And what does this say? They want to lock people up for preaching out the very same book they try to use to indoctrinate us with. See? You see the evilness, the wickedness? These people are through, man. Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua is going to have such a wonderful time destroying this fucking place. And I pray to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua that I'm part of the elect. I pray that I'm part of that 1/3. I can get the hell out of this place, man. I pray that I'm out of here, man. I pray that I don't have to, face the repercussions and consequences of the 2/3. I pray that I don't. I pray that I'm able to get out of this place. But these people think it's a game. They think it's a game, man. We are in that time. And, not really too much more to say to these goddamn people, man. I actually do want to play a little bit of that video one more time. Salakia. And I want to get right to, because this is the name of it. C63. Let me pause it. It said enact the Online Harms Act to amend the criminal code. the Canadian Human Rights Act, and an act respecting the mandatory reporting of internet child pornography by persons who provided internet service, and to make consequential and related amendments to other acts. Now you see that, right? But I believe I just saw a law where they passed pedophilia being a part of let me see if I can get it. I don't want this video to get flagged. Yeah, that's it right there. And I'm gonna just go back. They made pedophilia legal, man. They made it legal. They made it legal. Now, they made a fucking person sexually assaulting a child legal. But the man of the Lord who's preaching the word of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua on the street corners, on the highways and byways, no, we got to get them out of here. You see what I'm saying? What the man of the Lord are doing, when we are not living the customs of this fucking world, everything we do is deemed bad. But pedophilia is made legal. It's made legal. This is why this place has to go. And Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua is going to be the one to do it. I just pray that I'm on the righteous side of things. I pray I'm not on the wicked side where I have to meet a grievous death. But with that being said, I give all glory and honor to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai B'Shem B'Kwak Wadash. I pray you was edified. I pray that you learned something, Israel. Because the time is nigh, man. We are in them times. We are in them times, Lord willing, the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. Till next time, Shalom.